Okay, hello dear friends, good afternoon, and such a beautiful, warm and comfortable afternoon. So this is a Friday evening and Friday afternoon, and I had some time. I went to San Francisco, and I bought a new shirt, so I was thinking maybe I should wear something more colorful, so you can see my outfit of the day. And this is in front of Asian Art Museum in San Francisco, and right behind me is the City Library, and here you can see right behind me here is the San Francisco City Hall. So San Francisco Asian Art Museum now start to have start their summer season, spring or summer season. So every Thursday evening they have longer hour, and this is not Thursday, this is Friday, and they had a movie night, Queen of Katwa. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie. So I went to the museum, and the museum hour finished, 5 o'clock. I came out, sun is setting down, and it was warm and comfortable. I see the city and this and that, beautiful, bizarre, interesting things. The giraffe of the tree. It's a very interesting art installation, or just some people have the heart and want to make the city a bit different, right? And it is so warm, and it used to be very cold and rainy, and suddenly it became warm, and I can wear one shirt walking in the street in San Francisco, and this is very, very rare. So I went to the City Hall and just spent some time to until 7 o'clock the movie start. So this is the City Hall. There are always so many people there because the City Hall is always open to people, and they open to public. It's a public building, so open to public. Everyone can go in, and there are always people like me, tourists, people like making doing business license, paying tax, some neighborhood service, and all kinds of things, all different things come here. It's just so beautiful, and make people proud to be here. So beautiful. You cannot not loving it. And this is Friday afternoon, 5 o'clock, not so many people. It's rare, relatively less people. But at any time, it's just so enjoyable. is really a very charming city. It has its a charm. So this is the city hall, and people enjoying here, tourists or people who just like me, tourists, or local residents come here, just enjoy this beautiful building construction. And there are people taking wedding photo and making wedding documents all the time, every day. Every time I come here to see, there are always people. Today is around 5 o'clock. It's actually after 5 o'clock. And this is around around 5:30 something, so much less people. Usually it's much more people. And look at this beautiful construction and beautiful design. The dome. It is history. It is proud. And each city should have some of these beautiful things, the classical things, to make people be proud and admire. So if you come to San Francisco, or if you go to San Francisco, you can always visit the City Hall. I remember 5 years ago, I came here with a student field trip, and every year third grade students come here for visiting and looking and listening to the instruction and about San Francisco history, about state history, and it's very interesting. This is the history of San Francisco. And history is made by people. Okay, so maybe I should tell you why I make this video. I made this video because one friend said, I like to hear some of your video with original sound, without editing, without voiceover. So recently I have done a lot of voiceover video. And I was thinking, that is a very good and very interesting suggestion. We all have different opinion, and every opinion has a reason. Every idea has a reason. Every opinion, every suggestion has a reason. And why not give it a try? So the previous video, the two videos are connected together, almost not connected in the sense of linked together. But I made a video, my previous video was the original sound without any editing. I just stitched the video together and let you see if that was what you want. And this video I am doing some voiceover, just to take this opportunity to blah 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 with you. And the recent week has been not easy on me, and I had challenges and I am working on handling it, learn new things, learn to accept things, learn to accept some happy things, and mostly learn to accept things that is hard to accept, that is hard to swallow. But a lot of time, if you fight against something without making compromise, nobody listens to nobody. Things will not change. We cannot resolve anything. And everything comes from heart, from love. If we do not have love, if we do not have a feeling, we do not have a connection, we cannot solve anything. So these couple of days I was working on that part, so I didn't do any video. Now it's time to cool down and to be silly. There are a lot of things you cannot solve, and worrying about it will not solve any problem. So just let it be sometimes. And maybe just see something new, see something different, and have a different perspective of life. And I came here, and I think the next one is some silly clips. Well, I think it's coming. Yes, it is coming. So I decided to do an outfit of the day in the middle of the city hall, and it's pretty silly, right? Yes, but do as much as you can, try as much as you can. The rest, leave. The rest is not to care about it, and be silly. I got a few people coming to me saying that outfit is, I like your outfit is cute or something. I didn't know how I replied. Gosh, my life was in the lowest point, but I can always pretend like a boss, walk like a boss, like a boss. Nobody knows that we have problem if we decide to live with courage and confidence. So I kept on walking and walking and walking. 走啊走啊走啊走，走啊走啊走啊走，走来走去，走来走去，叽叽叽叽叽，叽叽叽。And after that, I went to not yet. Let's just look at something interesting. The chandelier. What a beautiful place. And this is the camera itself. I just zoom in. I didn't use any equipment. I did not use the telephoto lens, telescope lens. Just the cell phone itself. What is there? Gosh, I had spent quite some time there. The camera work is a little bit dizzy. I am sorry. I am sorry. At least it is good enough for you to fall asleep. Don't you agree? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? And then I came out, and this is a newly developed area, an old neighborhood, but become such a fancy new place with a lot of independent shops, restaurants, bars, and coffee shop, and public place, park for people to enjoy. It's very fancy. It's a bit too fancy. It's a beautiful place and very lively and very vibrant neighborhood. But I feel a little bit strange. I feel this place is so... Maybe I'm too countryside. I just feel this. Let's just focus on the fun and interesting part of this place. You will enjoy, right? You decide what you want to enjoy, or whether